software systems, and I'm going to show you some of the latest upgrades to WolfStack. First of all, inline upgrades. So you can just upgrade by clicking here. It'll open a terminal, connect to the server, connect to your local machine or the machine that you're running the upgrade on. But also you can actually upgrade all the nodes this way as well. So I'm just going to let this run through, show you what happens. I'll give you a second. Talk amongst yourselves. So yeah, we've been doing a lot on the Proxmox side. We basically, you can pretty much do a lot. It's a lot easier having WolfStack to managing networking and things with Proxmox, because WolfStack contains WolfNet, and WolfNet is designed to get around or to get rid of the issues with dealing with lots of other things. But the other thing about WolfStack is it allows you to turn servers that are doing like one job into something where you could actually use those resources for other things as well. So I'm just going to close this, and I'm going to refresh my browser. There you go. You see it connection refused, and that's because obviously it's just restarting, so it's just coming back again. Let's give it a second to pick up the servers. So we've got 17. There are another 3 servers I need to bring into WolfStack, which I need to do later. And so we've got these. So these 2 are actually WolfStack clusters, like native WolfStack clusters, just while this all comes back. And this one and this one are Proxmox clusters, and this one is using the Proxmox API. It's not as good, so we tend to prefer to actually install. You can actually install WolfStack on top of Proxmox, so you just install it on each node, on the cluster node, on each server in your cluster. Okay, but of course the beautiful thing is with WolfStack, I can see all my clusters in one place, and I've got access to the dashboard, so I can see what's going on with it, and you can run. So this is interesting. This is not a Proxmox cluster, but we discovered there were a couple of Docker processes running on it, which we knew about, but we just kind of forgotten. And this is really useful. This is a Minio cluster, actually, like object storage. But the cool thing is that it's not really used a lot. So now we can create LXC containers. Let's just choose Debian, select, set a password. This is so much easier than other things. So we're going to give it 4 cores. We're going to give it 4 gig of RAM. It's automatically got an IP address from WolfNet. So we just go here, choose the node, and you can see it being formed in the background there, and it's done. And then I can just run it. Second, just let it start. Okay, and then I can just hit terminal, and bang, I'm in the terminal. And it's already set up with an internet connection. So you've basically created an LXC container in like no time. Don't forget that WolfStack and WolfNet, they're all written in Rust. That's one of the reasons they're really, really fast. If you look at the settings of it, you can set networks up. You can obviously do the normal kind of network setting, but in this case, I'm just using a WolfNet IP. WolfNet as well, you can connect remotely into WolfNet. I love having this on a cluster because it just makes life so much easier. And you can assign public IPs to your WolfNet interface as well. So this is the usual sort of thing. You can set up nesting and whatever you like. Okay, so that's not a Proxmox cluster. So let's see what happens in a Proxmox cluster. I've got a spare node here with nothing on it, I think. Yeah, there's no containers on this. Oh, there isn't a container. Okay, so I'm going to create a container, and there's a slightly different list that comes up because this is Proxmox. So we'll just choose the first one there. I'll set a password, and it's picked up 101. So we're going to go create container. Just wait for a second. Now, what this is doing is effectively creating a container on the Proxmox cluster, and I'll prove it to you. So if you look on here, this Alma Linux 9. So if I now go back to, I think it was this one, there it is. Okay, so it's actually created it on the Proxmox cluster for you. So now I'm going to go back to my WolfStack where I'm actually managing all this stuff, because I don't tend to look at that. I'm just going to do the settings. So you can see it's set to WolfNet. That's why you couldn't see the networking on Proxmox. I'm going to hit go. Wait for it to start. Okay, it started. So I'm going to pull it up. .com, and there you go. So you've got a container fully configured with networking because it's using WolfNet and not using Proxmox's own thing, but you can still bridge IP addresses and things like that across to it. but it's just really fast. It's just so quick and efficient to do stuff. You know, and these are Proxmox. There's WolfStack 1, 2, and 3. These are actually sitting on Proxmox, but I could create VMs here. I can create Docker, which of course you can't normally do with Proxmox. It's all here. And the beauty of it having it in one thing as well is that there's an AI function. You don't now. Someone did ask me about this. You don't have to have that enabled. So if you turn off AI, if you go into your settings and turn off AI, the little AI thing won't appear. Won't appear at all. Yeah, so that's quite a useful little feature. There's quite a lot within WolfStack, and you know, there's just please subscribe to the YouTube channel because in fact it's up there on the WolfStack thing. It's like a one-line install. So all you do is, so say you got 3 servers. Let's say you go today and rent 3 servers from someone, little cheap servers. What you basically do is install WolfStack on each one. Okay, and then you'll need to get a token from the server, which you do by doing WolfStack. So it's something like WolfStack minus show minus token. You take that token and then you just create your cluster in here. Just give it a name, join token. There you go, dashboard settings, join token. But you can do it from the terminal. You will have to do it from the terminal for the first one. Then you put in the server address or the host name. You hit go, and it will create the cluster, and you just add the nodes to it as you add them. And you can, yeah, so that's basically it. And then what you'll have a full functioning thing for managing multiple clusters and multiple servers, and it's fully open source. Please do join our Discord. We do have a Patreon as well, because obviously we're giving this away. We want people to use it. We want people to enjoy it. If you find a bug or your particular version of Linux doesn't work right or something like that, again, just jump on the Discord, or you can leave a note on GitHub, and we'll have a look at it, because obviously this is very sophisticated what this is doing. But you know, even running VMs and things like that. So this is a Windows VM with 4 cores and 8 gig of RAM, and it's just really just run it there and then pull it up. Look how fast it is. And this one's actually running on my local machine, but even remotely they're really quick. So basically we are going to probably talk a bit about the roadmap. We're just working our way through things like we want to do migration across clusters, so you can migrate a Proxmox container to an LXC container from one cluster to another. So we want to be able to, and it's Proxmox backup compatible as well. So you just enter your Proxmox backup details, and you can use Proxmox backup with WolfStack directly. So that means you can backup. You could, the other way of doing it, of course, is to back up the nodes, but because this sits on top of Proxmox, it means that you don't have to migrate your stuff. You can leave it exactly where it is and not touch it, and just use all the fun facilities of Proxmox. You know, just gonna log in there, and also get me on LinkedIn as well. I'd love to talk to people about this project and where we're going next. My company, Wolf Software Systems, we specialize in really code migration and that sort of thing. You know, doing the little jobs that other people can't do. Obviously this has been a massive piece of work, and we're looking forward to seeing sort of where it goes, I suppose. So yeah, let's just gotta love them. I'm just gonna stop it quickly. Oh yes, you can set auto start as well, obviously. Good. If I wasn't running a million other things, I think it's really quick. So that was a screenshot. Okay, so ignore me. I'm not very professional at making these videos. I do apologize, but I'm not trying to be professional. I'm just trying to talk about what I love, and that's what this is about. And I want to thank everybody, thank people for making comments on the videos and saying stuff. Do give it a go. You can run it on one machine. You can run it on 100 machines. Doesn't really matter. You can run it on you can build a WolfStack cluster. You can build a Proxmox cluster and stick WolfStack on it. It's up to you, really. So thanks very much. And I hope that's helpful. And I'm now going to try and find out where you end the video recording. It'll be here. Is it here? Oh, there it is.